I'm announcing the release of my new shadow work journal and workbook. And yes, I am going to make it available for free for those who cannot afford it. I understand during these tough times we may not be able to afford luxuries, and this may just be another bad move if I'm hoping to monetize my work. But again, I'm doing this so that people have access to my work whether they have money or not. How is it going to work for me? I'm not sure. Ultimately, it's up to you, and if you can afford to donate something or buy the physical book to support me, this will help me in the future as well to release new content, and also, I'll show you how you can save money as well. But before we dive into what's inside this shadow work journal, let's see the release trailer. The release of my shadow work journal is meant to be a companion for my original book, which, by the way, thank you so much to those who have purchased and reviewed it on Amazon. Your support means so much to me. What little I make, I put it back into creating more content and eventually this workbook. But you can also use it if you haven't read it yet, which is what I made this video for. So stick around and I'll show you how to use it. Unlike most shadow work journals out there, mine is a little different and is augmented using meditations and frequency videos. But other than a quick description of what shadow work is, this shadow work journal is divided into 9 sections in more than 100 pages. It is designed to mimic the healing process so you can do 1 page a day or work on yourself longer for each section. As you know, shadow work can't be rushed, so only you can know how long it takes for each section. Importantly, the sections are only effective based upon how self-honest you actually are. Take your time, find yourself a nice spot where this shadow work journal can be something of a ritual for you. Each section contains 8 to 10 shadow work prompts. These shadow prompts are meant for you to contemplate and get eased into the shadow work process. You'll also see that each page also contains a place for you to write about any triggers you have experienced today. Knowing what your triggers are and catching your shadow is one of the most important parts of shadow work, so the more you do, the more self-aware you become of your shadow. Below it, I have a small piece to list out 5 things you are grateful for. Being grateful helps put you into the vibrations of receiving, so that as your healing process begins, you will start to see how life is changing through daily acts of gratitude. If you want to know the power of gratitude, take a look at the video I'm posting on the link above and description box below. Now, as you know, I'm augmenting my content in everything I do. So each day, I prepare a list of resources you can use. If your shadow prompt is about facing a particular issue in life, let's say jealousy, in the resource section, I give you videos and frequencies to hear while you sleep. So after you're done with your shadow prompt, play these frequencies while you sleep so they can help you resonate with particular healing vibrations. You can either use a Grabovia code or a pure tone to heal while you are asleep. To find these frequencies, take a look at my playlist of Grabovia codes or pure tones and we'll all be there. The next section is about embracing your shadow. Here, I begin by giving you a place to write a love letter to your shadow. As this section begins to dive into self-acceptance and love for your shadow side, you'll begin to see how by embracing your shadow side, your life begins to become filled with self-love and to become whole and complete. Now we begin to move into our next section, which is welcoming our shadow child. We begin by writing a letter to our shadow child similar to what many have done in my 7-day free course for shadow work. If you haven't done it yet, doing the 7-day free course while you're doing this section can be so effective, as it also includes guided meditation, all available to you for free. By healing your inner child, you'll be making the rest of your shadow work journey much easier, as most of our unhealed parts go back far into our childhood. Once we are done welcoming our shadow child, we can move into the forgiveness stage, where we begin to use this powerful technique in order to heal. We look at ways your shadow child is unhealed and how to heal from it. This is best done with kindness and compassion, as this section can be cathartic and emotional as well. When you begin to not only embrace your shadow side and shadow child, we can begin to compile everything we have done and embrace everything without others. This is powerful for people who have learned to rely on others emotionally, and we only know when we do it, we tend to get let down by others. At this point, shadow work becomes powerful because it makes you take responsibility by being independent to your true and authentic self. You don't need anybody to take care of your inner soul. When you finish this section, you'll discover what the meaning of freedom is for your soul. The next two sections focuses on more intense shadow work healing, as we begin to not only identify parts of our shadow to heal, but also how in the future we can face it lovingly with ourselves and shadow child. We're starting to inject more love and compassion into our shadow work sessions, and this is where you start to transcend into higher vibrations. But of course, we need the final section because it's not just about healing, correct? The last section goes into what happens after you heal. It is about affirmations and goal settings. It's about designing your new life with your new authentic and powerful being. It's about setting boundaries so that nobody else can affect you, use you, or let their toxicity hurt you. When you have completed this workbook, you can either hold on to it, or some people have made rituals on burning their book. It's a process of releasing and letting go of the past and becoming a new you. The choice is up to you. So, now that you heard my ramblings, making it this far, I think you're probably screaming at me about how to get this book for free. Well, I recently updated my website to provide a members-only section that you can download it from. So go to that section in my website, iwasukeihi.com, and join there. Don't worry, it's free to sign up, and you can use your Google or Facebook account to log in. I'm creating this members-only section because it contains a forum that I can moderate so that scammers and other malicious people are banned from. In this forum, I intend to help those who have shadow work questions, and also a place for you to make requests for videos, frequencies, etc. It's a place where we can all talk and discuss future things together. It is a safe place for all of you. And it will be there when I release my next workbook in a month, specifically on removing blockages. Again, all this will be free and available to you. I ask nothing from you. Well, that's half a lie. I can only do so much with limited resources. So if you can afford to purchase it, I'll provide an Amazon link below or in the members area so that you can purchase it. Whatever purchases you make only helps support this channel and hopefully allow me to do this full time one day. Even if you can only donate $1, any help is appreciated. If you don't have any money, there are ways you can help me out, and I give equal gratitude for any effort you help me in sustaining my channel. If you download my book, please at least review it on Amazon so that others can find it and purchase from it, keeping it at the top of the Amazon algorithm. Sharing this video with your friends or social media helps YouTube put this video and up the channel on their search bar so that others can benefit too. If you can't help me, help others you care about. I want to make shadow work available for everybody without the price of high online courses and gimmicky things to buy. For those who have been doing shadow work and seeing positive changes in their lives, sharing all this helps more people exposed to a practice that can help those that you love as well. So that's the way you can help me if you are short on financial resources. For those who are, you shouldn't be left out, which is what makes me make this decision to make it free for everybody in the first place. However, there is another advantage to buying the book as well, and ironically, buying the book can save you money. I was browsing Amazon and found that a single ink cartridge, which yields 190 pages, costs about $21. Since my book is 134 pages, That's a lot of money to spend on an ink cartridge. Buying a printer is actually cheap nowadays, as companies make their money on ink cartridges. So, what did I do? Reduce the price of my book to less than $10. Of course, if you want a nice hardback copy, that's more expensive. Through Amazon, ink is bought in bulk, so I have the ability to make it cheaper than what it costs to print out the entire Shadowwork journal at home. Sure, I only make a few cents for each book anybody buys, but giving that access to you, I know this will help my blessings in the future. For most people, you might not even want to print it, preferring instead to type it down on the computer. For those who have read my original Shadowwork, Finding Your Light in Darkness, I have a chapter on journaling and explain why it is better to write with your hand than it is to type. Many studies have shown that writing is better for recall and recognition, and handwriters show more brain activity when they write versus typing. Typing is of course better for speed, but when it comes to the brain, including the subconscious, handwriting is the most effective for Shadowwork. So, there you have it, the release of my new Shadowwork journal, completely free, or how to get it and save money if you do purchase it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and on my website iwasukhe.com to get the free book and updates on the next book on removing blockages. Again, it will all be free for you. Go there, get on the forums, and introduce yourself. Make friends with others who are on the same journey as you, and of course, I will be there to help you in your journey as well. Share ideas. Give me some. I'll be making more content based on your needs so that we can all help each other out. If you want to find out more about my original book, I have a video explaining where to get all the information for free. This is for all your Shadowwork needs. I hope to help you on your journey. Namaste.